Yo, what's good, my fellow Magic Knights? It is your boy DEADMANVINCE back with yet another Black Clover mobile video. Hope everybody has been doing well today and hope everybody has been able to surpass their limits. So this video is actually going to be really quick. I just kind of wanted to point out something. So whenever we got this development letter, and I can link that video up above for you right now. Whenever we got this development letter originally, I had gone over this video and everything, and I remember when I was going over this video originally, I was asking the simple question. I was like, oh, okay, well, if you see right here, at this specific part, at this part right here, Jung Choi, or Jae Young Choi, however you're supposed to say it, I do not know Korean. Once again, if I'm saying it wrong, please do correct me. I do not want to offend anybody. But he was saying right here that previously Black Clover Mobile was developed, or was being developed to launch in 2022. Then right after this, he actually does kind of point out the fact, or officially confirms, but we had to, we had decided to postpone the launch to improve the game's quality. Sure. And then we move on right here, and then it says, therefore, the release of our game will be in the first half of 2023. First half meaning anywhere from January to June. Now, if we actually look at this interview here, after a little more digging, if we actually look at this right here, this is abirlaby.com. No. I guess the interview is by a group named Rlaby. This is like biz.chosun.com. I'll link it down below so you guys can also look at it. But if we actually look closely right here, we can see right here, Dynasty Securities, Pearl Abyss, lack of new momentum. The target is lowered by 37%. I'm pretty sure that this is talking about how Pearl Abyss, since they've had to delay so many games, that their stock has gone down a bit just because the games aren't coming when people had expected them to, which is fine. You know, stuff like that happens. There are troughs, there are peaks, you know, things go up, things come back, or things go up, things go back down, you know, it's just a cycle, right? Let's actually read here. Dynasty Securities analyzed on the 10th that although the game already released for Pearl Abyss, I'm not too sure what those percentages are. For Pearl Abyss is showing solid sales. It lacks new momentum. We maintain our buy recommendation, but lower our target price from 80,000 won to 50,000 won. And basically all this is saying right here, now when we're talking about translating currencies, I don't know what that currency translates to, but basically what they're saying here is, even though these guys released a game and they made some money off of the game, and they have solid sales off of that specific game or app or whatever, right? Since all the new stuff that they had was going to come and now it's not coming anymore, or at least right now. Since it's not coming right now, they have definitely died down in their value, right? Because yes, it's nice that we have a game that has longevity to it, or whatever this app may be. It's nice that we have a game that's already there, but also at the same time, people constantly want to be exposed to new things. If you think about YouTube, you guys, you know, if you have a YouTuber that you do like, and his name is DEADMANVINCE, then you go back through the channel and you just watch videos, you know, just out of loyalty, out of things like that. No subtle promotion or anything like that in that sentence there. But then you know, you also want to have latest up-to-date content, because for a lot of people, YouTube is like TV now, and a lot of people don't even watch TV anymore, and I feel like people don't think about that. A lot of people say they don't watch TV anymore, but they actually do watch a lot of YouTube, because, you know, our phones are on us all the time. We can always go on YouTube if we need to, look up a video on how to do something, look up a video on some funny video or something like that. We were always on YouTube, even when we don't think about it, right? So we always want to be introduced to new content, refreshing content, because even though we have something that has longevity to it, sometimes it can get a little boring and we like to have our options. Let's read a little more. Researcher Lee Jun, I'm gonna guess. If I see a dash in the name, I'm just gonna start trying to pronounce it as one like solid name or word. Researcher Lee Jun said, we calculated the valuation and target price on the assumption that the new game Red Desert will be released in the fourth quarter of next year until a conservative approach is needed. Until then, a conservative approach is needed. What that sounds like to me is they figured out the value of their stocks by projecting how it would look in the fourth quarter of next year, because this article released November 10th at 8:50 or 8:49. So basically, it sounds like they're looking towards their projected sales at the end of next year, and they're kind of trying to prepare themselves for that moment, right? But it's weird that their stocks have gone down, and if I could be 100% interpreting this wrong, but it's weird that their stock is going down so low if they're doing a projection of next quarter 4, and all these games are going to be dropping next year anyway. So maybe this is an older statement that they have from earlier in the year. Pearl Abyss posted consolidated sales of 97.3 billion won and offering an operating profit of 12 billion won in the third quarter. This is an increase of 9% and 17%, respectively, compared to the same period last year. Sorry, I wasn't highlighting. Both sales and operating profit exceeded the consensus average forecast of security firms. Oh, so Pearl Abyss, this is a security thing that Pearl Abyss, or no, the security firm is just checking out Pearl Abyss. I'm not too sure about what at Pearl Abyss released that got them this much won, or what won is, or what Daishin Securities is, to be honest. But both sales and operating profit exceeded the consensus of 93 billion won and 2 billion won. That sounds good to me. I could be misreading, like I said, but this is also originally a page in Korean, so it's translated right now. That's why it's low-key a little rough right now, and I can't really 100% put my finger on exactly what it's saying or 100% take it for fact. The researcher said in the case of Black Desert, PC sales rebounded through exchange effects and content updates, but mobile sales continue to decline. I laughed, he said. He added, the mobile game Black Clover is scheduled to be released in the first quarter of next year. ... So, this is just confirmation saying that Black Clover Mobile is still going to be released in the first quarter of next year because, like I said, if you look back on that interview, he actually said first half, which means January to June. But now he's back to saying first quarter. And another thing that I pointed out was saying that maybe this man, Zhang Choi, basically was saying that the game will be out in the first half because he just kind of wasn't thinking about it, and he was just like, they already know it's going to be out in the first quarter, so like, yeah, it's still set for the first half, but there's a big difference in between first half and first quarter, and I'm glad they came back and cleared up this confusion. But yes, we should still be seeing the game in the first quarter of next year. And also, this is just my personal speculation, they have not confirmed anything like this, but I strongly believe that the game at the latest will drop in February, just because, if we do not know, the Black Clover mobile movie is releasing worldwide, meaning that not only is Japan getting it, but everywhere else in the world is getting it. Now, Japan is going to be getting it in theaters on March 31st of next year, and every other place in the world is going to be getting it on Netflix, wherever the region is. It does not matter. Black Clover the movie will be on, or Black Clover the Sword of the Wizard King, is that what it's called? That will be released on Netflix and all other regions besides Japan, where it will be in theaters. And I'm curious as to if it's going to be on Netflix in Japan as well. I mean, I would assume as much if they're putting it everywhere else on Netflix, but I just feel like the movie dropping in March is too big of like a promotional thing for them to skip over. Because if we remember when they first announced Black Clover Mobile coming out, the first announcement was just saying, or it wasn't even really an announcement, it was kind of like hinting at an announcement, saying that they're going to be releasing merchandise for Black Clover. Typically, when they say merchandise like that and they make a big deal about it, it will be a gacha game, because a gacha game is merchandise. That is a collectible from the game, or maybe so a series of digital collectibles that you can spend your money on. So that is 1,000,000% merchandise. But from the point of them talking about making merchandise, the movie was also in the works. I remember I have a really old video, I can link that one also. I have a really old video called Black Clover Day, where I talked about all the stuff that they had been releasing, all the information on for the Black Clover 7th anniversary. So definitely go check out that video as well. But the whole point that I'm making here is that the movie and the game were not just thought of, well, they could have been thought of in two different, times, but when they decided to announce them together, I feel like that linked it a lot more than we think. When My Hero Academia, The Strongest Hero gacha game came out and flopped, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but when it came out and flopped, let's be real, they had the World Heroes Mission movie a few months afterwards released, and the game literally had like a collab with the movie, and they released like some of the best characters in the game. So what I'm thinking is that Black Clover Mobile drops in January, at the latest February, so they can go ahead and get some, get some ground, go ahead and get a head start running, and then the Black Clover movie comes in March, and they incorporate that into the game, and then we have a super hype celebration, and that gives us a really, really strong start to the game, gives us some really good characters, gives us something interesting that, yes, Black Clover Mobile is a new introduction into Black Clover's entire franchise, because we had a gacha game before, but that's long gone, and now this is here. So this is a new entry into the franchise, and as a new entry into the franchise, I feel like this is a very good chance to introduce new concepts into the game, or into the franchise as well. And a movie crossover with the game would be super cool, but that is just my speculation. That is just my opinion. There could be people who agree with me, but I won't know until you comment down below. So comment down below. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys liked it, you can go down below and you can marry your Leona, thrash that like button, and you can also subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can unleash your hostile mana. But that's gonna be it for your boy DeadmanVince. You guys be safe and you guys surpass your limits.